we go. In accordance with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, this channel is not to be viewed by children under the age of 13. Favorite discretion is advised. Hey everybody, Dragon King Mark here, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Hong Kong. The last we left off, we talked to our crew in the impound lot, got a bit of a sense of where everyone's head's at, spoke with the chief investigators to agree to their plan, then started to poke around the whole place. It would have gone a bit longer, but it would have been an hour long. If you like what you guys see, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to stay notified. Let's get to it. Now we're just gonna go ahead and talk to some more people. Start with this guy. Something I could do for you, runner? You have a name? Leong. Sergeant Maria Leong. Got a nice ring to it. Sure, thanks. And yours, runner? Sangshan. Huh, that's certainly original. Is it really want to ask me? If so, I have duties to attend to. I gotta go. She nods. Back to it. Jomo! Captain Jomo stands beside his speedboat, surveying the docks as if surveying his kingdom. His stance is relaxed, but an air of impatience lingers about him. His narrowed eyes and crossed arms suggest that he's been waiting for a while. As you approach, his eyes light up, and he throws his hands into the air. Jomo claps you on the back, grinning widely. Hello, oh my friend! Finally they let you out of that ugly shed. I thought that may be more hours at least. They have no sense of urgency. I'm shocked. I never thought a professional smuggler like you would get picked up by the police. He puffs out his chest indignantly. You insult me. Jomo is too slippery by far to be snared by a policeman's hook. I'm here because they paid me for the privilege, the same as any other client. What does Jomo care if they wear badges and uniforms? New Yen is New Yen, is it not? Well, if there's anyone who could smuggle me onto a police station's dock, you can. Of course I can. There isn't a place in Hong Kong I can't get cargo into or out of. And if that cargo is heavily armed, irritable, and willing to do violence to defend my boat, well, so much the better, I say. So, my friend, how could Jomo assist you? Do you need a ride someplace? If so, say the word and we'll be off like a typhoon. He lowers his voice into a conspiratorial whisper. Or perhaps you're interested in contraband, goods of the sort that your uniformed allies will not provide. I have all manner of unusual things for sale, if you have the New Yen. The senior inspector said that you were looking for me earlier. What's in your mind? Ah, of course. I have a friend with a bit of a problem. His problem involves a family member, mega corporations, and a stubborn guards with guns. He asked if I could handle it, but I'm a smuggler, not a shadowrunner. You, however, would fit the bill nicely. I don't repeat the details here. The police don't need to know. Jomo slips a PD out of his pocket and taps into it. Here, I sent you all the details. It should be on your computer already. Look it over. Let me know if you're interested in the job. That's a hell of a speedboat you got there. He beams at you, his tusks glinting. A thing of beauty, isn't she? With Jomo at the wheel, the drunken mistake can outrun anything on the South China Sea. Drunken mistake, huh? How'd she get her name? Ah, well, her former owner was a Fuji executive, a bloated canker of a man, drunk on power and British gin. Captain Jomo barks with laughter. He took this fine vessel on a one-man pleasure cruise, blundered into Loho Jawa waters, and stalled her out. I came upon him, drifting helplessly, crying for help against the roar of an uncaring sea. What'd you do? What do you think? Jomo's not so heartless as to leave a helpless man on a doomed ship alone. Naturally, I assisted the poor soul into my safe, seaworthy dinghy. Then I crossed over the beautiful machine that you see, restarted her engines, and the rest is history. I have named my prize a drunken mistake to commemorate that fateful day, and as a salute to her former owner. Jomo places a hand on his heart. May he live a long and besotted life wherever the tides may have taken him, and if the waves dragged him down before he saw land again, let him drink forever in the afterlife. Dang, he just left him in a dinghy. Alright, so what kind of unusual things you got? Drugs, software, even one-of-a-kind SimSense chips. You name it, and Jomo can deliver. One-of-a-kind chips, huh? Color me intrigued. A single SIM, truth be told. Jomo has no idea where it came from, but it seems like something that was custom-made. He pauses briefly to show his words. It is, shall we say, specialty product. I haven't tried to open it myself, but the label on the chip says ratparty.sim. I don't know who would want to commission such a thing, but why, but I will give it to you for 50 new yen. Surely it's a bargain at that price. The mysteries of the rat party are surely worth such a paltry sum. Now what the hell, why not give me the chip? Very good indeed. You never know when you'll need one of those, yes? You know, it's decisively stands a foot. Now let's speak of this no more. The smile comes back, brilliant as ever. How else can Jomo help you? Say the word and I will accommodate. Let's see what you're selling anyway. And here is the rest of the melee stuff. Cyberdecks, consumables for the cyberdecks, programs for the cyberdecks. We can't talk with him to go and take out the tiger's den, but let's go and talk about this with... Let's go to the base first and then look over those instructions. I just took a shower earlier. Sorry if my nose is a little runny. Undersea lab job, prisoner liberation, and tiger's den infiltration recap. We already have to take care of the tiger's den recap. We'll take care of that last. Undersea lab job. From Sergeant Lee. Hey, good to see you're interested in my proposal. My friend, the one with the problem, is named Men Kai Siwa. He's been infected with a disease and he thinks it was done deliberately. Here, I've attached the video message he sent me. His condition is worsening by the day, so I'd really appreciate it if you could help him out. He's fairly high up in the Monobe International and he's got a lot of money. And he needs some heavy-hitting freelancers to help him out, so I figured it would be right up your alley. An elder man with a sickly pallor sits down in front of the camera and coughs several times. A series of intravenous lines have been attached to his arms, and a pair of respirator tubes snake into his nose. When he speaks, his voice is querulous and has a breathless quality to it. Lee, I know that this is a lot to ask, but I don't have anywhere else to turn. I'm dying, Lee. The bastards at Shawase did this to me. I don't know how, but they got someone close enough to me and infected me with some kind of experimental bioagent. Monobe's best researchers are working around the clock, but ordinary treatments are cutting it. They figured they'll be able to synthesize a cure in 6 to 7 months, but I've only got about 1. The doctors tell me that they need to create a line of monoclonal antibodies to fight this thing. Lucky for me, I know where one is. The Shawase bastard that did this to me has been in contact with me. They said they'd give me doses of the treatment, just enough to keep me alive, but only enough to kill all of the virus. All I have to do is sell out Monobe, give them insider information on our projects. Meng pounds a fist into the armrest of his chair, doubling over with racking coughs. To hell with that. They want to play with fire, so be it. I need to use your contacts. Find me some goddamn mercenaries. Not just any mercenaries either. I'll pay top dollar and I want the best, you hear me? Monobe's information warfare teams have tracked the probable location of the germ warfare lab that this goddamn disease came from. It's some undersea place out in Nuguan Mayhoi, codenamed Namazu. It's totally unlisted, and that means only one thing. Illegal research. The mercenaries need to get into that lab, find the germ warfare section, and get me the monoclonal antibodies that I need to live. Don't worry about getting down there, I'll loan you a mini sub. Our security techs assure me that they can blank the facility's sensor grid for just long enough to get a team inside. I don't care how our contractors go about acquiring the cure, so long as they get it to me quickly. If they want to be quiet little mice, great. If they feel like blowing up the whole facility apart, I'm fine with that too. Just get me that goddamn cure. Let me know when you found somebody. So there you go. His family and mine have been friends for a long time, but there's no way I can help him directly on this one. This is Sawase we're talking about here. You're able to see on the executive council. They pay my salary, albeit indirectly. Let me know when you decide what to do. Lee, we'll take it. If you're reading this, you've elected to take the job. This automated reply has let Meng know, and the mini-sub should be prepped and ready for you when you arrive. Go talk to Jomo and he'll take you to the submersible. Prisoner liberation. Jomo. Hello, my friend. Here I am emailing you about the rescue mission I was made aware of. It's mega heist of epic proportions. A run on one of the most elite corporate residences, and offices in all the free enterprise zone. Ain't nobody pulled a heist like this in a long time. I'm getting really excited already. With a big family like mine, we make a lot of friends. My second cousin on my stepmother's side dropped me a line last week because one of her friends, a man named Martin Lai, has a big problem. She figures maybe Jomo could help because I have a lot of friends. Friends like you. So, when I say to my cousin, hey, I smuggle things, I'm no Shadowrunner, but I do know some runners that could pitch this idea to. She says, fine, tell them Martin will pay them a hell of a lot of new yen, but they better be really fantastic at this, or because if Leon dies, it's my ass. No problem, I tell her. So naturally, I think of you. Martin Lai works for Yamatetsu. Yamatetsu and Fuji Industrial Electronics have been butting heads here in Hong Kong for a while, scraping over who has more sway through the executive council. I'll make the long story short. Martin makes the problems for Fuji, so Fuji kidnaps Martin's niece Lilian. They're holding Lilian Lai in a penthouse at their headquarters here in the FEZ Icon Tower. Big black skyscraper in Central, can't miss it. It's a simple job, but probably not easy. Martin can get his Yamatetsu soldiers inside Icon without starting a corporate war, which is why he needs outside help. Somebody deniable that no one will miss it that horribly. You, my friend. He can only has two advantages, though. A small helicopter and a virus he's planted into Icon's perimeter defense systems. My plan is this. We go in via the helipad to the roof, and we have Martin's virus turn off the anti-air defenses. Wait, a hotel with anti-air defenses? Are they insane? You and your team work fast, get down to the penthouse, and rescue Martin's niece. Rush your ass back to the roof, and I'll fly out. From there, we meet up with a team of Yamatetsu hired mercenaries who will act as a protection team to get Lillian back to Martin. Easy, no? So what do you say? You want to break into one of the biggest corporate buildings in the city, steal a princess in a tower, and thumb your nose at a AAA megacorp? I sure as hell do. We'll take it. I'm not here right now, but you should be nearby. Come see me and I will get you to Icon Tower. And here's the Tiger's infiltration recap. Attached to this email, you'll find a brief recap of our conversation regarding the Tiger's Den. Please save this for your records and review as necessary. Lamb. Tiger's Den infiltration. Sengjian and team runners to be conveyed to the Tiger's Den by Jomo. Upon entering facility, runners are to secure access to the second floor and its evidence room. Once said access has been attained, runners will proceed to evidence room and gather evidence of criminal activity on crate. When evidence has been gathered, runners will evacuate to their insertion point for extraction by Jomo. Use of lethal force is authorized but strongly discouraged before evidence has been gathered. Principals Kui and Lam will observe operation from off-site. Their role is limited to observation only. Okay! Well, I know what we're going to be doing in the next 15 minutes. Well, on the one hand, I want to try out that secret underwater facility, though if I'm right, it's not going to be pretty. And as for the prisoner liberation, you might want to be careful about. I'm definitely going to handle that one later after we do with this one. We'll go to the Shawase. I think it's time we play Shawase visit, Jomo. We'll go to the underwater research lab. Is Duncan. Let's bring Raptor. I feel like we're going to need a crap ton of firepower. We'll take care of the underwater lab here. So yeah, my power actually went out for like a few seconds, so I ended up I don't exactly know what happened. Namazu. The trip to Lee's lone mini-sub is uneventful, as is transit to the area near Hong Kong where Shawase has built their research laboratory. The sub descends swiftly, and you are kept company by the hissing of the oxygen scrubbers and the occasional ping of active sonar striking your hull. As you near your coordinates with the lab, Jomo begins switching off all but the most essential of systems. After a few minutes, brighter lights filter through the portholes as you ascend into a moon pool, and there is a dull thud as the facility clamps close around the sub to lift it free. Oh, wait, wrong button. Let's, I should have gone for more medical supplies now that I think about it. Sorry, Duncan, you have to go with the bad one. The submarine bay smells like a hospital, antiseptic and sterile despite the presence of seawater. The sharp scent of rubbing alcohol intermingles with the metallic bite of stainless steel, dominating your sense of smell and drowning out everything else. The floor vibrates faintly under your feet, a soft electrical buzz, likely emanating from electronics packed behind the facility's walls. You hear them all around you, like the droning sound of 1,000 tiny wings. You made good time. Wasn't expecting to get here so quickly. You asked Jomo, he delivered. Welcome to Shawase's foremost bioengineering lab. Great location, la? I'll lock the door once you leave this room and keep uninvited guests from our sub. This bay isn't on the same level as the labs, but there should be an elevator that you can take deeper into this sea hive. Some trams too, according to the blueprints. Go, do your job. I'll get the sub prepped and ready for your return, but places like this, they made me uncomfortable. Too clean. Try not to keep Jomo waiting for too long. The germ warfare lab is what we need to find. Should be a pretty straight shot from here to there. Oh, and Sangshan, places like this aren't known for the forgiving attitudes of their security staff. The guards are probably trained to shoot on sight, so we should plan on shooting them first. We all know what we have to do. Let's get to it. I think I'll go ahead and call it here for today. Short episode, I know, but there was also the issue with brief power outage earlier, and I don't know if it affected the stream. It's going to affect the stream or anything. Hopefully not. Also, tonight's House of the Dragon, and I want to be prepared for it. And my mom recently got HBO Max, so there's that. But I digress. I'm Dragon King Mark, and next time on Let's Play Shadowrun Hong Kong, we're going to venture deep into Namazu, get the cure, maybe blow this place up sky high, and possibly get paid. Like I said, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this episode, and I'll see all of you next time. Laters.